Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's on it, can he get away? And this is Roberto Baggio. Nedved. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, someone I see as a great defensive midfielder is this guy, Benacer. At 5'9", Peter, he might not seem the biggest, but he does have a knack of winning duels against much bigger opponents. And you can't fault his awareness and his decision-making, which are usually spot on. This guy rarely gets caught out.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about... And he shoots! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on...
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. And here's Thuram. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Pirlo. Oh, he's been caught, and another try! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Ribery. Roberto Baggio. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's through, it's one-on-one! Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Ribery. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Baggio. Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And he's let fly!
Batistuta really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. And he thumps it clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now, can they get him away? And he's worked it through. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! There it is! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ribery. And it's Pirlo. And they're back on the ball again. And he's heaved it away. Great vision. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Schneider. And this is Adriano. And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Thinks about the shot. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Back towards the middle. Now it's Inzaghi. That is good alertness. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's Baggio. Nice-looking ball. And that has been knocked clear. Calhanoglu. A real chance to break. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, this to restore parity. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ribery. Well, what about it? So close to victory, and it has got away. Schneider. Nicely worked. Schneider is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Batistuta.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cleared without complication. And he's straight offside.
Substitution for Milan, number 34.
Milan are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Spread neatly. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Calhanoglu. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that was very necessary. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And that's a nicely shaped ball. Baresi. Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Substitution for Milan. Number 28, Adriano. Number 10, Schneider.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Number 15, Baggio.
Now it's Inzaghi.
Number 9, Batistuta.
He's picked his way through.
57,
That's going to go a long way.
Number 7,
But they've got it again.
Number 11, Del Piero. Substitution
Julio
for
Cesar. Costa Curta. Chelhanoglu. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Batistuta. He's found a way through, and he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's all... That's it for the first period of extra time.
Security staff for each block.
Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Oh, there's a probing ball. No foul, says the referee. Oh, well played. Pirlo. And Batistuta! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Chelhanoglu. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He could be in here. Deftly away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square. Some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty? And he has done his bit.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Pirlo is the next man in the spotlight. One-one.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Inzaghi is second man up. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Milan with this chance to pull two clear. And he's put them two in front. So down by two, another miss can be game, set and match.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
This to double their advantage. Good penalty, just steered it the other way. Two to the good. The margin of error is 0. Saved! And there's your hero! Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games.
We come to you now with a quick request.
Any reflections on what you've... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start, that is what they all want. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And that gets things running. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Well, Peter, this is certainly a man who can make all the difference.
King Eric, surely one of the greatest ever to grace the English game. And you've got to say that alongside his class, he brought about a bit of a tactical revolution too.
Yeah, in an aid.
It's Bergkamp! It's loose now and they want to get it back. De Bruyne. Now Saliba. De Bruyne. Law. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's got away. Now it's Rashford. And that has been cut short. So it is still 0-0. Gerrard. Oh, he's burst through. Gerrard! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
That is ended up in no man's land. And he cuts out the supply. And it's De Bruyne. York. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. No luck with that dink over the top. Gerrard. That's a lovely, neat pass. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Burn. Ambitious ball here. Well read, nice interception. Vieira. It's a searching pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Decent chance! Now, oh, what has happened here? Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear. And he's there to clear it. Oh, they can break here. Great vision. Ruben Diaz cuts out the pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Gilberto Silva. Pass is just off. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are back on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be...
Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Law. York. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. João Cancelo attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's been won straight back. Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pinches it off him. York. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played into space. And that has been knocked clear. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the...
Can he finish? He scores! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Was there ever... Takes a shot! We've got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic...
Shot a goal! No mistake! And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Rashford. Takes a shot! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Vieira. He is through here! Vieira looking to penetrate opposition lines. Good ball, good take. And he's intervened well there. Schmeichel. Burn clears.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Great ball if he can get there. He's in a good position here. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Swift in... And that's it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Pass somewhat off target. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Ball driven towards the far post. Andrew Cole, Jim, is surely one of the finest strikers of his generation, isn't he?
Well, his numbers, Peter, in league football would certainly suggest as much. Perhaps his lack of success at international level means He's sometimes overlooked, but I would take him over most.
And when you look at the rate at which he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Haaland! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta proves just a little bit too strong. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Plays a sharp little... Big chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Looking to play him in. And a chance! It's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Number 18.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That's really well cleared. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Owen. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's a throw. He's got away. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
3 minutes at a time.
Out for a throw. João Cancelo goes direct. It's a pretty loose pass. And we've reached half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Manchester United pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. Shot at goal! Haaland gets flagged offside. Van Dijk. Lucas Paqueta knocks it into space. Vieira. Nicely shaped ball. Koulibaly.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
It's a searching pass. That's been cut out, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Hart. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And this is Mohamed Salah. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That... De Bruyne. No, again, there's no way through. Cole. Now that looks a decent ball. João Cancelo. He's through, now is he in? Now he's got space here. Koulibaly cuts it out. João Cancelo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the shot! They've done it! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
How many... Haaland! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Mohamed Salah! He scores! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Well, that's really...
Haaland! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Mohamed Salah has it out wide and in space. Cole. Oh, nicely intercepted. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Bergkamp! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They needed to win, and they...